my channel. I am so happy to be sharing with you part 2 of my thrift haul. Last week I posted and a lot of you watched and some new people came, so this is exciting for me. I will be sharing with you the rest of the items that I thrifted. There are some good things in here and we're gonna get started right away so that we don't run out of time. So I have these that you saw at the beginning, but look at this. This is heavy brass. Look at the details right here. This big bowl, I have it over my dresser in my bedroom. I wanted to make it like a romantic kind of place. And to be honest, that's where my husband throws his, his wallet and all those things that men don't know where to put, and they just normally put it on top of whatever. So he just throws them in here. I like that because I don't see them from the side. And so it's like kind of like his big catch-all in our bedroom. I love brass, if you know, and if you can see here, I have lots of brass items and I always will buy them. So that one, incredibly enough, somebody was selling it on Marketplace for $5. So I was as happy and as fast as I could to go get it. So some of the items here I got were of course more or less money, but I thought that was a great bargain. For example, this one maybe are not such a good bargain if you're not gonna use them. So this is not brass, this is silver color, but I love this kind of thing for fall, actually for Halloween and specifically, and I'm hoping things don't fall here. So, and I got 2 of them. These 2 hurricane things, they were $5.99 each, so not super cheap, but I love them. In our dining table, that's where I have them on top of those creepy fabric for Halloween. They were original $29 somewhere, so I have no idea where. Probably a department store like Dillard's or Kohl's or something like that. But the only issue with this one, where I will need your help, is to clean this up. So I feel like that's probably damaged. That won't be able to clean up right there. It does not bother me. However, if I wanted to sell it, I feel like that's something that of course will take away from the price. It's on this side only, but I love these for Halloween. I think I want to fill them up with like pumpkins or with candy cane. I mean, no candy corn, no candy cane. Candy corn will be cute in here. So anyways, I thought the $5.99 each was an okay price based on how much they were in real life. So I have these ones here. Let me put them on the side. And I'm going to have to clean this room because it's out of control right now. Now I have this pair of really cute decor for the house. This is of course vintage. It's not Homeco. It's made in the USA, however, and it says copyright Dart Inc. So this is what this looked like. I am thinking it's Homeco because I had something similar that was Homeco, but I don't know. Maybe they were just a competition. I really like these ones. These are not brass, but it's this like plastic vintage home decor. So I did get them for about $5 each, and I have them listed. And there's a lot of people that want to come, and you know how Marketplace is. Sometimes people don't come until like later, right? Now this one, it's an interesting one for me because I debated it because of how shiny it is. Look at the reflection in my face. I like this. Ooh. Anyways, so it says solid brass, Giftworks International. So this is not vintage. Look at that, the mess in my room. So it was $2.99, and it's this beautiful tray. So I feel like even though it's on the shinier side, I like it for the holidays because that's where I really go shiny with things. Like this will be cool with a cloche on top. I have something that I'm looking here, like, a scene or cookies or something like that. Anyways, so $2.99, not too bad. I also got this. This is not holidays, this is fall. And this was $2. This is nostalgic, I guess. Is this owl? Look at that. There's a price tag there. And it has googly eyes, and it's to hang your kitchen towels, I guess. So it's all crocheted, all intact. So I'm hoping to resell it. I think it's cute, but I don't have this kind of like 70s style in my kitchen, so that's why I wouldn't use it. But nonetheless, really cute. Now I have this bag and I can't remember exactly what it is, but I saw brass in it, and there was $2.79, and I knew I had a coupon, so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna grab it. So first of all, there's this container, this tin that is goldish. Of course it's clean, that's good. Nothing special, probably not even brass, this one. But these are broken cups, and then there's the one cup with the handle. So I thought it was good, good enough for me. These ones, I will probably put a little plant in it, a succulent or an air plant or something that it's like not too much water, or even fake, because they look so good. But also I thought, when in my laundry room, when I have to serve things, I can use this and just have it hanging from somewhere. That's why I wanted it, because it's one of those practical things that you can live without, I guess, but whenever you find the right piece, you want to replace it with something nicer. So I thought this is cool, like for scooping things out for the laundry. I wouldn't scoop food just because to me they look kind of gross, and of course I can wash them, but just better to be safe. Now there are some couple of interesting items. This one is not, I mean, this is just classic brass. You know, I'm gonna go buy it. This was $3.99. There you go. It was not a bad price at all for the size. I love these to raise plants, or if I'm gonna put decorations. This with the cloche, I think it'll look really cute. I have several cloches, so that's why you see me wondering. My eye is like going all over. But yeah, I really like this one, $3.99. So I'm gonna place it somewhere right here where it's safe. I have some space there, but I have to fix things. So I'm gonna move away from the brass for a minute, but no worries, there's more. And I found this guy there. Okay, one of the thrift stores I go, it's like full of resellers, and they're aggressive resellers. So it's like they bring the cart and everybody goes there, and it's like you're pushing and then smelling people's smells. And so sometimes I feel like, they're smelling on purpose so that I don't get too close or something. I don't know. Maybe that's, weird for me to say, but anyways, it's just, we all get so close together. And yeah, anyway, so that day, full of resellers, kind of aggressive. I kind of was not feeling it that day, so I was just like waiting in the back. But within the figurines, I went while everybody was there fighting for something, and I found this guy. And I mean, to me, looks unique. There's all this texture, all this interesting detail, all these scat outs. So this is definitely someone that they know what they're doing, right? It's a pottery piece. It was only $1, and I didn't see any damage. Rather, only that little bit in the leg. This is not even damaged, not that, but like right here in the bottom. So from the side is not even noticeable if you look at that. So $1, and of course I did look. There was a signature there. So this is I guess a famous potter. I found something similar, so it's not super expensive or anything like that. But I thought I'm gonna save this guy. He's gonna save this guy because this is unique. So, anyways, I'm gonna be listing it for sale. And then I also grabbed these, and this was my bad. They fell from my hand. Oops. So some of these broke. And if you know what these are eggs made of stone. It was $4.99 for the bag with a ton of them. So I know I ruined one of them for sure. And I thought this will be so cool for Easter. So I have this one. Look at the stone. It's so beautiful. And I have a thing with stones. Like, it's kind of like a similar thing with brass. It's just anything that men cannot just, create, that is in nature. Okay, you have this. This would have been good for my Harry Potter birthday party. Then you have this one. It's kind of yellow and then grayish. Then this one is pretty cool. I like these colors. So yeah, pretty good shape. And then here are the ones that I ruined. So, and then this one I really like it, but there is this blemish, and that was me because the bag fell from my hand, so I ruined them. There is this one as well. The blemish is not as bad on this one. The blemish is right here. So at least it's in the bottom and a little bit on the top. But this one is the one that I ruined. And I see it because I can see all the little pieces of it here. So it was me. It was this one. I mean, if someone were to buy all of them, I will just like sell like the ones that are good and then give this one extra as a gift. Because I know once you have them in a plate or in a basket, I mean, this is not even visible. You can put it in the bottom. Anyway, so those, I don't know the price for those things. And I know some people collect these things, kind of like the glass candy things. Like people that know there are collectors, they will look for specific items. I'm not very knowledgeable, but I know I like them because they're stone and they're different, and that's not something that you see all day, you know, everywhere. So going with the theme of eggs, I guess I found this one to $2.99. I use these kinds of eggs and decorations for my Easter, so I thought I should grab it while it's here because when it's Easter, of course, it's not gonna be there. Then I found this one. I like the shape and I like that it's like hammered metal. It was $2.99. It says made in India, and I am positive this is brass, just really dirty, really patina. So I will be shining this up, and I can't wait to see how it looks like. Hopefully I can share something with you so you guys can see the result on this one after I clean it up. It is hard for me to share because if you not know, so I am a wife, right? I have 4 kids and an exchange student, so I have 5 people in my house. So I go to games and sports and concerts and things like that. On top of that, I'm a high school teacher. And then I like to do this and sell things and buy things and so many things. So that's not excuses, but just so you understand why sometimes it takes a little bit of me to get things done. I also found this one for $2. This is not, you know, normal Mexican pottery. I love this kind of pottery. I do Mexican parties all the time. So I like it for, you know, putting like lemons in here or something like that. Then let's see, should I go here or there? So I'll go here. This I've been wanting an egg. Oh, I guess eggs is the theme of today. So go in the comments and write egg. Anyways, this I've been wanting an egg plate for devil eggs thing. So I got this one for $3, and I didn't want anything that looked too specific for Easter because normally I tend to go with like whites, clears, golds, things like that, or silvers, or wood. So anyways, that was $3. So it was a little bit over. And I just noticed it has a chip here. So maybe not a great deal, but I like it and I know I'm going to use it. And let me go here. Let's see. Okay, these ones, you know, I remember I told you about the people being aggressive that day when I went to the thrift store. So I went into the place where all the knickknacks are, and right in the back, there were these guys unbothered. And I know people normally just go grab them. So I was happy because there were, you know, these candle steel holders, and I think, are these matching sizes or no? They're not. So they're all 4 different ones. I think they might be missing one. Anyways, and they didn't have any price, and they were in the back, and they're kind of like extra clean. So I'm thinking they don't look like, you know, they don't look so much as brass. So maybe that's why people didn't realize what they were missing. But they say made in India. And I have some similar ones that are brass. So I recognize these babies. And I went to the lady and I'm like, I don't see a price on this one. She's like, is 75 cents each okay for you? And I was like, oh, sure. Yeah, of course. So I got them for 75 cents each. So sometimes it pays off that everybody's there busy fighting for the good stuff, and then I just go find the cool, the cool forgotten stuff. I have a few more items, and the video is getting too long, so I'm going to, let's see. yeah, I think I'm gonna do a part 3 on this one. Thank you for watching. See you next week, and please like, subscribe, and keep coming to share your comments, and I love to hear what you say. Bye bye.